welcome. Today we're just going to be discussing the classes in Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. So let's just go over them right now. The first one being the Ranger. So the Ranger, as you'd expect, is sort of a longbow wielding Ranger that kind of sits back and scouts out the team. So the weapon, longbow, as you can see here, with an affinity for archery, the Ranger is precise and potent over long distance. Charge arrows for increased power, or quickfire with a limited range. Kind of what you would expect from a longbow in most games. Now, their trait is Scout. Survey the environment and tag targets for a prolonged duration. So my guess is that the essential role for this is that you are sort of scouting out the area. So if there's a compound, you're kind of the one that's going to be what I would like to think of as the leader, the one that kind of shot calls. You're going to be able to target a lot of enemies and sort of know what's good and where to go and sort of be that role for your team. Ability, Farsight. Channel the forest power, draw an ethereal arrow that explodes shortly after impact. I think this is a really cool ability that could be good for sort of like an initiation, possibly even catching people out or just sort of disrupting people. Either way, this sounds like a really fun ability to work with. Perks. The Ranger's melee capabilities can be improved by letting him use his arrows as melee weapons. You can also customize him to become a better sniper, granting you more ability charge when you kill targets at long range. So what I'm gathering from this is that like the perks are going to be ways that you can kind of tailor your character into sort of playing a specific way, or these characters that they're giving you, sorry. So like here is sort of like, do you want to be more of a close range Ranger or a longer range one? I'm assuming we'll probably have more options to kind of cater it to exactly what we want. For the Ranger's gear, we have Flash. Blind targets for a short duration with a small area of effect using a volatile gunpowder gourd. This kind of goes with what I was saying before, is that I think this is going to be the class that sort of is opening up opportunities for the team and sort of being the entry and sort of scouting everything and kind of being the shot caller for the team. I think this role sounds very enticing to me. However, having read them before, I realized that all of them kind of sound kind of cool, but this seems the most familiar to what I'm used to playing in a lot of games. So now we have the Hunter. This is sort of like the stealthy kind of duelist, I guess, in a way. So their weapon is the crossbow. The Hunter adapts to the handcrafted limitations of her weapon. Press to fire a single bolt or charge for a multi-shot, but effectiveness is reduced over range. So you can see the weapon here. Let me just scroll down so you can see. So the weapon sort of seems, in a sense, the like closer ranged range weapon. Like it's almost like a medium range kind of character, and it seems like a stealthy one as well. As you can see here, the trait, Shadow, a blade in the dark, perform an assassination on state guards from any direction whilst concealed. So we can already see synergy between two of the classes already, which seems really cool. You know, the Ranger being able to target a lot of enemies, scout stuff out, and then the Hunter could go in and stealthily take out some of the guards. Ability, Shroud. Blend into your surroundings, becoming undetectable to guards and almost invisible to rival players. I mean, that's not really much to say about that. We understand how that's going to play out. Perks, customize Marianne's crossbow to fire bolts at a faster rate and improve stability at the cost of ammo capacity. Stealthier options include resetting her invisibility every time she performs an assassination to create a deadly combo kill streak. The first time I read this, I was like, whoa, this second part sounds really, really fun. You could just imagine someone who's getting really, really good at the Hunter, just being able to combo all of these assassinations back to back, being able to like stealthily wipe out a bunch of guards, just kind of clear a path for your team. I think this is a really, really cool kind of perk to play around with. And the Hunter's gear is Smoke. Cover the target area in a cloud of darkness, obscure visibility, and prevent tagging. Kind of does what you'd expect a Smoke to do. Again, really, really suits her role of being that kind of like stealthy character, get in, get out, get the job done. Now we have the Brawler. The Brawler, from what I'm gathering, is sort of the frontline sort of melee combat class. So weapon, hammer, robust and custom forged. The Brawler's hammer can deliver wide ranging sweeps or a powerful overhead smash. Trait, resolute, raise the porculus gate. Sorry for the pronunciation there. Probably pronounced it wrong. Either way, you've seen this in gameplay. Basically, they can raise the gate, kind of grab it, open it up, opening an option for teammates during lockdown. So when I saw this, I was thinking, wow, that's really cool, because there's going to be specific areas on the map that without the Brawler, you know, opening up that gate, you might not have access to certain stuff. So I'm already kind of imagining on the map there's going to be multiple approaches, and using the Brawler is going to give you those sort of like approaches, and that's kind of essentially giving it that role. And I think that's cool. I think everybody kind of has a role within the raid. Working together, making sure everybody's doing their role is going to be a very important part about getting to the loot. Now the ability, Wrath. Unleash your inner beast, enhancing your offensive and defensive capabilities. Not much to say about that. Perks. The Brawler is capable of completing objectives faster, which includes the speed he carries the chest and his winching speed. You can give him abilities that improve his momentum in a brawl, like damage boost after a streak of kills, or ability gain linked to the amount of damage taken. For me, when I read this, I instantly was like, oh, actually, wait, the Brawler sounds really cool. Because in a lot of games that do have an objective, I love being the one who focuses the objective. Being able to complete objectives faster, right? Running faster when you have the chest. This just seems kind of like right up my alley for when it comes to objective play. And I think already you can see both, like, all the characters seem really interesting. They have their role and they all kind of like feel interesting to me. So it's really cool to see that one of the characters is more like objective focused. It's going to be kind of like protect the Brawler in a way, if they're playing those perks, right? Gear, explosive. Kill all targets within proximity of the blast radius following a delayed fuse. Not much to say. The Mystic. So this is sort of like the support class, I guess. However, you'll see later on during the perks, you can kind of build it not so support oriented or more support oriented, but I like the idea of there being a sort of dedicated support. I think most people play games, like if you're playing an MMO or like a hero shooter, there's always going to be times where you play the support class. And I know that there's a lot of times when I'm playing like an MMO or something, I do like falling back to a support class just if I want to relax and just kind of like let other people take the lead in a way. But it seems like this class kind of has a lot of initiation as well, so it seems like it could go either way. So weapon, flail. Swing the flail to create space or launch it forward to perform a powerful impact, stunning enemies for a short duration to create openings for others. Trait, respire. Due to enhanced breathing, stamina is regenerated at a faster rate following usage. Don't know too much about stamina. I assume this is probably related to like sprinting and whatnot, but either way. Ability, instinct. Embody the environment, highlight obscured enemies for teammates, and heal those within close range. Already, that, like I said, that kind of like sounds a lot like a support class. Very, very cool being able to highlight obscured enemies for teammates. This is definitely going to combo well with the Rangers spotting a lot of stuff, being able to sort of spot the ones that the Ranger doesn't get. Perks. The Mystic can channel vampiric powers to leech life from his opponents, or choose to benefit from increased attack damage when at full health. This was like one of the moments where I was like, whoa, that's like it like most supports are kind of like dedicated supports, but in this it seems like he can actually do a lot for himself. He can do a lot of damage. It's not just he's the one who sort of sits back and lets everybody else do the work. He's actively involved as well, and the perks here sound like it could be really fun to mess around with different ways of playing him. Gear, poison, disperse enemies with a long-lasting elixir which drains stamina, and impairs the vision of those affected. So yeah, those are the classes so far. And then I wanted to go over this page as well, which kind of like ties into the classes a bit. So reap the rewards. Between heists, visit the hideout to spend some of your stolen fortune. Giving money back to the people will increase the range of items available to you in the shops. You can improve, alter, and refine your character's natural skills via a range of perks. Unlock new perks by earning experience points from each heist, and then purchase them with the reward money. Further personalize your heroes with a range of new weapons and costumes. For some of the more prestigious cosmetics, you will need to demonstrate your mastery of each character through both time investment and skill-based action. And you can see here, let me scroll down a little bit so my face is out of the way. Some really cool cosmetics. I think this is going to be kind of like what the goal is within your gameplay loop, is sort of getting the cosmetics. And on your heist, you kind of are spending money to kind of increase your power. So similar to Hunt Showdown and Escape from Tarkov, a lot of those games that kind of are like match-based, but you're spending money beforehand. I think this is going to be a really cool sort of like progression system. And from what I'm seeing, there's like cosmetics to earn. So my guess is that like the money isn't going to be like, oh, if you have more money, your character is just way better. It seems like you kind of alter the way that your character is, as well as like improve it. Like it says improve, alter, and refine. But I'm not too sure how much that is. Like if you spend more money, you're going to be more powerful or whatever. But we'll have to see, obviously, when we get in there. And from the gameplay, it seems like certain decisions can end fights a little bit faster than others. So I think playing smart is ultimately going to be more powerful than just having a more powerful unit. But yeah, so that covers the classes. I find this game really interesting. I hope you guys do too. And I hope to be making content on this game whenever it launches. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you later.